What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review of Marrying Millions season 3 episode 4. So Bill and Brie, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all out the way because I'm sick of y'all. I really am. Brie, you dating a man that is 63 years old and you talking about kids. He done already told you, listen, he's at a point in his life where all he want to do is have a nice woman on his arm, have his little trophy piece, let you look cute, be able to entertain his friends when he bring them around, and keep him happy. He not trying to get married. He not trying to have no children. I don't even know if he's trying to permanently have you around. But if that's what you want, you're dating the wrong person. And I don't know how many different ways he can let you know that he ain't the right one. I don't know what else can happen here. So Bill and Brie, I'm kind of over y'all. I like y'all. I think y'all, well, Bill, you've been kind of getting on my nerves these last couple of episodes. But overall, I kind of like y'all. You know, y'all been here since season 1. We've watched this whole relationship sort of evolve. But at the end of the day, I can't, I won't, I'm not. Okay? Moving on. Then we have Ken and, what's her name? Oh shoot, the Las Vegas people. What's her name? Kevin and Katie. Lord, I knew it was a K. Kevin and Katie. So Katie is still in Vegas. Things aren't going the way she anticipated them going. Because yes, what you thought was that you was gonna move to Vegas and you was gonna convince him that y'all supposed to live together and you were gonna skip off and live happily ever after. I don't know why this man keeps showing you who he is. Believe him, okay? He may be a really nice guy, and I don't doubt the fact that y'all are really that you are in love with him. But he has been very clear about his boundaries. And my thing is respect them. He's not saying he doesn't want to be with you. He's not saying he wants to break up with you. He's saying, I don't want to live with you. I'm not ready for marriage, and I'm not ready to take this relationship to that next level. Y'all ain't even been dating a year. What is wrong with you? So you moved to Vegas after your friend told you don't do it, after he told you don't do it. Now you're mad because he's giving you a timeline and a deadline to not only find your own place, but to get a job. Now, I do think 2 weeks is a little quick for some, it'd be different if she already had a job and she had been saving some money, but whatever. She got mad. She's telling her girlfriend about it. And of course, her girlfriend is saying, girl, I told you. I told you not to go. That's why I told you not to go. Girl, I told you not to go. So later on, they go to dinner. And Kevin has, roses and everything. And he's doing all the stuff that she said, well, this is the kind of stuff he should be doing anyway. I mean, these are the things that he should be doing as my boyfriend. He should be doing these things anyway. Then she get ready, I think it's Valentine's Day. So she get ready to order, and he was like, what you want to eat? She said, well, that depends. He was like, depends on what? Depends on who paying the bill. Because, the last time, although, if that was the last time y'all went out on a date, then that's a whole nother problem. But anyway, last time, I ordered what I wanted to eat, and then at the end of the night, you was, talking about let's split the bill. And he was like, but it's Valentine's Day, Boo Bear. She was like, okay. So then she lets him know that she found a job. Child, she'd have found a job at the hotel being a bottle girl by promising the guy in the interview that her boyfriend got a lot of money and she can convince her boyfriend and all his friends to come into the club and spend up all the money. Yeah, they'll do whatever I tell them to do. Yeah, they'll come and spend lots and lots of money. Girl. Girl. Listen, get it how you get it. Like, if that's how you got to get it, girl, I ain't even mad at you. Get it how you get it, okay? So then we have Erika and Rick. They're on their way to Springfield. Rick has turned everything over to Erika. He gave her a blank check and said, listen, I want you to be happy. Do whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself happy, okay? However this is going to break down, do what you got to do. And so they're going to Springfield. Her brother took leave from the Navy. Her mom and her stepdad are there. Her dad, her grandmother's there. They're at the grandmother's house. But Dad's still acting a little funky. She was like, well, I don't even know if my dad is going to show up because Dad's been acting real funky. So they get there. They're at the rehearsal dinner. They're waiting for, everybody to show up. And everybody shows up except for who? Her dad. They're waiting. She calls him. And Rick was finally like, listen, forget about it. Like, I know you're disappointed and I know you're upset, but let's focus on the people who are here. And her mom was like, listen, I feel the same way her dad feels, but at the end of the day, it's her decision. This is her wedding, and I would never do this to her. I would never leave her hanging like this. They left us hanging, so we'll see, I guess, next episode whether the dad actually showed up or not, even though they kind of gave it away in the previews that the dad kind of showed up. But anyway, I don't know if he showed up for the rehearsal dinner, but for the rehearsal, but he was there for the rehearsal dinner, and we'll get, that was in the preview, so I don't want to jump ahead. I done jumped ahead of myself. Reese and Noni. Noni decides that they've been living together for a while, maybe about a month or two now, that they're getting along really well. She said, after talking to his mother, I realized that at this point, there's really nothing I can do or say to improve our relationship. So me and Reese might as well move forward with our plans, go ahead and do whatever it was that we want to do and live our life, live our best life. And so she's buying him an engagement ring, and she's going to propose to him. And she has her girlfriend there with her, and her girlfriend is like, do what? You're going to do what? You're going to propose to who? Child. All right. I think is that everybody except for Rodney and Desiree? Because I got a minute for Rodney and Desiree, but I want to make sure I got everybody out the way first. Okay. Yeah. Check. Okay. Rodney and Desiree. Listen, let me say this. Let me just go on and kick it to y'all real, okay? For those of you who are really watching this show, you are going to understand what I'm saying. For those of you who just enjoyed my reviews, I appreciate you being here. Listen, Rodney and Desiree is probably the most fabricated, fakest storyline on this show, but it's definitely the most entertaining. That's the sad thing, is that the most entertaining storyline is the storyline that I absolutely don't believe at all. Do you think that I really believe this storyline? First of all, in my opinion, Rodney, you playing games. In my opinion. Okay? Desiree, in my opinion, you absolutely are in on it. And you absolutely know all that Rodney is doing and what he's saying and the rules of it all. The people who watch it, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, allegedly, okay, Desiree done called Rodney because she had started looking at venues. Because she was like, listen, sky's the limit. He can afford whatever kind of wedding I want. I never had the wedding of my dreams, so we're going to have the wedding of my dreams. So she calls him away from work to take him to this venue in Malibu overlooking the cliff. It is absolutely a gorgeous venue, but it's something like $50,000 for the venue and all of that. And Rodney is like, so then after that, when they're kind of walking around, Rodney is like, listen, why are we in such a rush? And she was like, well, Rodney, what are you talking about? Like, something has changed. What happened? Did you talk to your parents about us? And he was like, yeah, I did. And, they feel the same way I feel. Like, why are we rushing? She said, well, it's already been 2 years. He was like, it could be 2 more. She said, no, the hell it can't. I am not willing to wait another 2 years to get married. I'm not doing that. And he was like, okay, but, I just don't understand why we're rushing. So we're going to have to slow this down, okay? We ain't looking at venues. We're not looking at dresses. We're not looking at tuxes. I don't know if I'm moving here or you moving there, but we're going to slow this thing down. We going in for the long engagement, right? Then we find out that his assistant is there, and she seems to be more than assistant. She seems to be more of like his business manager. She's there because he's expanded to the West Coast. That's part of why he's out there, because he's expanded to the West Coast. So she's there to do some work. And of course, Desiree don't know she there. So Rodney is talking to her about, needing to get a prenup. Like, my mom says I need to get a prenup, but I already know that if I talk to Desiree about it, I know it's going to be a problem. And she was like, well, that should let you know right there what kind of person you're dealing with. If she got a problem with a prenup, then you already know she not in for the long haul. Here's my problem. I don't agree with that. Y'all know how I feel about prenups. Y'all know how I feel about these people getting into these relationships with men with money and it being one-sided. I don't see a problem with Rodney wanting a prenup, but we already know that the reaction for most of these women, they feel some kind of way, or vice versa. They feel some kind of way about it. And I don't think it's because she's a gold digger. I mean, even though she keeps saying things that kind of make you look twice. So Desiree comes over, and the assistant is sitting there, and she knows that Rodney is getting ready to talk to her about the prenup. So she was like, Rodney, I'll go to the other room. And Rodney was like, nah, you good right there. See, Rodney, you was wrong for that. And you know you was wrong for that. You know you was wrong for that. Then she says, well, he said, well, I think we need to get a prenup. So, of course, she explodes and she goes off. And, then Rodney going to turn to his assistant and was like, well, what do you think? You think we need to get a prenup? And Desiree was right. She said, this don't have nothing to do with her. This is between me and you. No disrespect to your assistant, which they clearly don't get along. But her opinion doesn't matter to me. This is about me and you, sir. And this should be a conversation between me and you. And I think that Desiree is justified in being upset about how he handled it. Again, I don't have no problem with him asking for a prenup. I don't have no problem with the fact that he wants a prenup. I have a problem with how he handled it. That should not have been a group discussion, especially with somebody that she barely knows, and you know clearly that they ain't getting along. It'd be different if they had a good relationship and she was sort of going to be your buffer. But her only purpose to be there was to have your back. Desiree didn't have anybody there to have her back. And whether I agree with Desiree's opinion about a prenup or not, the way that you sprung that on her was disrespectful. It was just disrespectful. Anyway, y'all, that's Marry Your Millions. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.